So I've just come to get my lips dissolved. I had them done somewhere else previously and I just think they're a bit lumpy, so I just wanted to start again. Probably a few years now. We only get them done like once a year, but I just feel like I've got a build up and they're just really, really lumpy there, and I can see it on pictures.
So remind me, Laura, how many times have you had your lips done?
I get them done once a year, so I've probably had them done for about 4 or 5 years now.
4 or 5 years. Do you know how much they put in?
I think it's 0.55.
Okay. So really over the years you've probably had 2 to 3 mils in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just keep putting the same amount in.
I think so, yeah. And I just feel like I can see it more on pictures, so like here, it's lumpy.
Yeah, yeah. So I think I often get asked on my social media how much is 0.5 mils, how much is 1 mils, and people don't understand why I disagree with them. I go, I don't have a price like that, and the reason for that is it's a bit like doing a painting and demanding someone use a certain amount of paint, like 1 litre. It doesn't make sense when you're doing something that's to do with a bit of artistry, a bit of science, beauty. You have to use the right amount to cause the best result. So whether that's 0.3 mils, whether that's 0.7 mils, that's what you've got to do rather than forcing in 0.5, rather than forcing in 1 mil. So if we look at Laura's lips here, we can see that she has these kind of chambers and channels. So when the filler's been injected, it has formed lumps, and you can see there's a lump here, there's a small lump there, there's a lump here. Let's just flip this around. Yeah, and you can just see the lumps through it as you go through. There are some mucoseals here, that's a mucosal. The bottom lip does have a good amount of filler in, but it does feel hard and tough, and we can see once again how the filler's, been incorrectly placed. There is an increased amount of filler on that white border, showing there has been once again some migration or increased placement of the filler there. So what we're going to do is we're going to dissolve. We're looking to dissolve, I would say, around about 60% of the filler here, and then we'll refill. As we refill, we're going to have to be careful because Laura's got these lips where if you put too much filler in, she's going to get an excess of filler here. You want to accentuate the cupid's bow and the tubercle here without causing this lump here. This is associated a little bit with the mucosal down here, so that's why we're going to have to be really careful to try and, even if there is a little bit of something here, you limit it, and we just create a bit more of a harmonised, beautiful lips. So we're going to dissolve now, and we'll go from there. So I'm just using that Hylaze, and I'm injecting it around about that area of the white lip where you can see the filler has been placed, and it's causing a little bit of an unsightly ledge. Then what I'm doing is I'm coming into the red lip, and I'm just dissolving where that filler's placed, and you can see where my needle is there, the tip of it's where that lump is, and you can see that lump's got bigger now, and that's because the Hylaze is there, so that's really good news. It shows I've placed it perfectly, and as you can see, I'll just mix that in and the lump will become less. Yeah, there's quite a lot of filler. They put quite a lot of filler laterally here, so a little bit of dissolving there. Just doing this ledge. I'm going to just put a little bit directly into this lump here, and a little bit directly into this lump here. We're done.
Thank you.
Well done.
They've gone down, I'm like, oh my god, they were really, really bad.
I know. The thing is, when it's done in a not very skillful way, it doesn't look like normal lips. It looks like little boluses, little bits of lip filler put in. It's lumpy. It feels not great. I mean, just look at this. Look at the difference now. This is what I say. People look better after lip filler than before. I've actually twisted it somehow. After lip dissolve, sorry. Yes. Yeah. So look, you look better after lip dissolve.
Oh my god, yeah.
Let's put this in. Can you see how now with the dissolve, people always go, oh, we have no lips. You have lips, but look at these lumps here.
Yeah, and that's what
They
I
look
could
horrendous
see all the time.
But now look at this lip. This lip looks great. And it looks like it's had filler and looked like it's been done well, but that's a strategic dissolve, getting rid of the lumps while leaving a little bit of lip filler in.
Yeah.
Just look at that. That looks.
That is so. I actually didn't
Look
realise
at the migration.
how bad it
look
was.
Look at the lumps. So this is when this is when you don't look natural.
Yeah.
This is when someone looks at you within a second goes, she had lip filler and I can see lumps.
Yeah.
So now no one can think that of you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It looks natural. It looks great.
Yeah.
What a result. I'm delighted with that. But do you want a bit of filler?
Pardon?
Do you want a bit of filler in it?
Oh yeah.
Come in. A bit closer to me. This way. This way. This way. Yeah. Let's do a bit of lip filler today. Okay.
So obviously, also you said you were going to do my under eye and my cheeks, but I'm so nervous about cheeks.
Let's do lips.
Fair.
Let's do dissolved on the lips. And you'll see from earlier on, she had lumpy lips, migrated lips. Really wasn't great. It became a natural, and so we've dissolved it, and you can see now it's got a very even look to the top, which is her normal lip, which is lovely. And she's got big cupid's bow. Maybe that's a tiny bit of volume on the top, but you can see the lumps are gone, so it looks so much better. You can see that she lacks volume just a little bit here in the lip, especially laterally. Can I get you to do a kissing movement? Yeah, you can see, kiss it, keep it there. Can you see how there's a little bit of volume loss here from the middle as well, so we'll be addressing that. It depends on the anatomy of the lips, whether I use needle or cannula. If I'm really needing to just avert the lip, bring the shape out, then I find needle's best to do that with its kind of fences technique. But what I do it from red lip to red lip, so I ensure that we're not getting any migration. Yeah, you'll be very happy with it. Just put a bit of pressure on here, like that, and then we'll start again.
So what does that mean? Is it bleeds a lot?
Yeah. So I do a lot of lips and I hide the bruise. But what I can see here, just a small, very small bruise for me. So we need to put pressure like that, and we'll just leave it. Okay. It's a little bit unusual for me. Like I normally can see a little bit of blood, but not bruising. And I think it's because that that very small percentage where the vessels are sitting in the superficial layer.
Right.
So you're best having it with cannula in the future.
Right, okay.
But I'm just in the middle of doing it, so be no concern, but it's better to stop. You know, like when you take blood, after you take blood, you put pressure,
Yeah.
It's a great, I'm happy with the result, but it's going to need a bit of feathering in on either side,
Yeah.
So what I've done is, I've done this area that's called like the pillow bed of the lip, the top of the lip.
Yeah.
So it's the accentuation point.
Yeah.
But what's happened is because you're in this really rare situation where you sit with the vessels in front of the muscle, it's just caused a tiny bit of bruising.
Yeah.
Because of that swelling, this is real life, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know, and so I could try and pretend and press on, but actually I find real life events and teaching events more important than anything.
Yeah.
Here, I've got to let this swelling go down.
Right.
And then I can feather everything in perfectly.
Okay.
The result, I've probably got 80% there.
Yeah.
But that final 20% is the most important 20% because that's when I just feather everything in to everything else. If I try and feather in now and it's swollen, it's not going to look right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I will give you lips that you'll be delighted with.
Yeah.
I can guarantee that no matter what I need to do. But here, there's swelling here, so keep going, pressure, ice. I'll come back in a week and it's actually perfect because we've done this, so we can do the other things and just feather everything else in a week.
Okay, yeah.